Hi, I'm Grace Bruno, author of Oklahoma Sunrise. I'm going to read a little section for you. It's going to be the last one, and you can get this book at Amazon.com or booksbygracebruno.org. I'm going to go on. Slipping under the covers, she eased her tired back on top of the squeaky box spring. Within a few moments, she was fast asleep. The only remaining movement in the room was a soft brush of the linen curtains against the window. A delicate light teased Jessie as she blinked her eyes open to the morning sun. With one great yawn, she stretched and sat straight up, her legs dangling at the edge of the bed. As she rose from the creaking mattress, her long red hair tumbled onto her muscular shoulders, framing her heart-shaped face like a Botticelli painting. She glided into the turn-of-the-century bathroom and glimpsed at her morning face in the spotless mirror. She wondered when the exact moment that a person actually resembled themselves. "Jessie, Jessie, darling," she heard Ida's voice echo up the wooden stairs. "Jessie, breakfast is getting cold." After brushing her teeth and running a comb through her silky hair, Jessie slipped into a pair of well-worn blue jeans. Then she scrambled down the stairs. "Good morning, Ida. Where's everybody?" "Oh, they're out and about, everybody. They ate breakfast 2 hours ago." "Kind of makes me feel ashamed of myself." "Don't worry, dear. You'll be getting used to the ranch schedule. Sit down and have some pancakes." "Okay, Ida, but maybe tomorrow you can wake me up when everyone else gets up." "Sure, hon. But there's an alarm clock in your room." "I get it, Ida. I need to use my own initiative." Ida smiled. She handed Jessie a hot cup of coffee. The two of them chatted carefreely while they both refilled their coffee cups and ate a hearty breakfast. Jimmy Grayson tipped his hat as he greeted Jessie for the first time that day. "Howdy, ma'am," he smiled earnestly. "Hi, Jimmy, what's up?" "Well, ma'am, I was wondering if you'd like to come riding with me. I could show you the entire property." "Sounds like fun, but I haven't been on a horse in years." "No matter, it'll come back to you. I'll settle up Dandelion. He's a nice and easy mare. She won't be throwing you overboard," he winked devilishly. "That's a relief, Jimmy." As the two walked toward the red and white barn, Jessie considered Jimmy's leonine gait, and she drew in a hearty breath. Jimmy unlatched the squeaking barn door to reveal a view of a black stallion's fierce eyes and flared nostrils. "Who's that?" Jessie asked breathlessly. Medallion the stallion," Jimmy smirked. "Oh, that's extremely funny. I thought you'd like that." "Yes, it's just so clever." "Well, ma'am, let me show you the mare that you'll be riding." "Okay." The two strolled up to the stall of a pretty horse with a big yellow patch painted across her belly. "That's her. Ain't she sweet?" "She seems sweet and gentle, I hope." "Well, ma'am, she's as tame as any horse we've got. Let me saddle her up for you." He grabbed a polished saddle from a hook just behind Dandelion's backside. Snorting in her horse talk, Dandelion nuzzled against Jimmy's calloused hand. "That's right, girl. You go ahead and get your lovin'." Jimmy spoke tenderly to the affectionate horse. Jessie soaked in the special intimacy that he and the horse shared. Once again she felt mesmerized by the simple country ways that had once been hers. "Now, ma'am, let me give you a lift up." "Thanks, Jimmy." Jessie slipped her small foot into Jimmy's clasped hands, and then she was able to straddle the horse without any hesitation. "That's great, ma'am. I think it's come back to me, just like you said. I'm going to ride Medallion today. He needs the exercise." "He seems a bit edgy, don't you think?" "Oh, yes, he is edgy, but he's the greatest ride this side of Texas. I'll meet you out front." Both riders galloped at a carefree pace throughout the shimmering meadows of the prairie. Jimmy glanced over at Jessie intermittently, protectively watching over Dandelion's gait. Although Jessie hadn't ridden a horse in years, Jimmy was genuinely surprised by how proficient she was, hardly faltering at all. From time to time Jessie would pat Dandelion's face in a gesture of goodwill. Eventually, as they arrived at a shady glen, Jimmy broke their relaxed silence and interrupted her meditative mood. "Look over yonder, ma'am." "Where?" "Just beyond the little hill over there." Jessie's eyes followed the direction of Jimmy's blackened forefinger. What lay before her was beyond her wildest dreams. The mansion stood imperialistically atop a small golden hill, flanked by 6 Grecian columns. The columns greeted the onlooker in a solemn manner, leaving any traveler amazed at their existence on the Oklahoma territory. "Whose house is that, Jimmy?" "That's Gregory McClintock's house and ranch." "Who's he?" "He's what you city folk might call a multi-millionaire. His wife died a couple years ago. He's been a-grieving, but I think he's about ready to go a-courting," Jimmy winked teasingly. "I'm happy to hear that, Jimmy. Is that what you want me to say?" "He's a very available man, Miss Jessie." "Who's looking?" "Just letting you know." "Much obliged." So that's the end of our little tour into Oklahoma Sunrise. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, Amazon.com or booksbygracebruno.org. Thank you. Bye.